Did you know that for over 1,000 years, the most brilliant minds in Western civilization were shaped by a system of education that most people today have never even heard of? What if I told you that this ancient method is far more effective at creating sharp, critical thinkers than our modern system? This is the story of the Trivium and the Quadrivium, the 7 liberal arts that formed the bedrock of learning from ancient Greece until the Renaissance. Forget what you know about today's classrooms. This wasn't about memorizing facts for a test. It was about forging the very tools of thought itself. So, what are they? The Trivium is the foundation, the 3 roads of language and logic. It starts with grammar. But this isn't just about subject-verb agreement. It's about understanding the structure of information itself, gathering the raw data, the who, what, where, and when of any subject. Think of it as building your mental library, filling the shelves with solid, reliable knowledge. Next comes logic or dialectic. This is where the magic really begins. Once you have the facts from grammar, logic teaches you how to connect them, how to find relationships, identify fallacies, and build a sound argument. It's the art of asking why and not being satisfied with a superficial answer. This stage is all about understanding. It's where you learn to think for yourself, to reason from first principles, and to spot when someone else's argument doesn't hold water. It's the ultimate BS detector. The final stage of the Trivium is rhetoric. This is the art of communication. Once you've gathered your facts and built a logical understanding, rhetoric teaches you how to express your conclusions persuasively and eloquently. It's about taking the truth you've discovered and presenting it in a way that is clear, compelling, and beautiful. This is wisdom beautifully expressed, so you have grammar for knowledge, logic for understanding, and rhetoric for wisdom. See how they build on each other? It's a natural progression that mirrors how we learn as humans. From absorbing information as children, to questioning everything as teenagers, to forming and expressing our own well-reasoned views as adults. But that's only half the story. After mastering the Trivium, the art of the word, a student would move on to the Quadrivium, the 4 roads of number and space. These are the mathematical arts. It begins with arithmetic, the study of pure number. Then comes geometry, which is number in space. After that, music, which was considered number and time the study of ratios and proportions that create harmony. And finally, astronomy, which is number in space and time, observing the grand cosmic dance of the universe. The Quadrivium wasn't about training you to be a mathematician or an astronomer. It was about teaching you to see the underlying order, harmony, and structure of the physical world. It revealed the patterns and principles that govern reality itself. It connected the logical mind to the fabric of the cosmos. Now, compare this holistic system to what we often see today. Modern education frequently jumps straight to the grammar stage, stuffing students' heads with disconnected facts, and then stops there. There's an overemphasis on what to think, not how to think. The crucial stages of logic of questioning, reasoning, and building independent arguments are often skipped. Rhetoric is reduced to just writing essays in a specific format, rather than the powerful art of persuasive. The Trivium and Quadrivium created intellectually sovereign individuals. They trained people to be generalists who could think critically about any subject, from philosophy to politics to science. They weren't just producing workers for an economy. They were cultivating wise and virtuous citizens capable of self-governance. By neglecting this classical model, we risk creating generations who are passive consumers of information, easily swayed by emotional arguments, and unable to distinguish truth from falsehood. We're left with a system that often prioritizes conformity over genuine intellectual curiosity. But the good news is, this knowledge isn't lost. You can apply the principles of the Trivium and Quadrivium to your own learning right now. When you approach a new topic, start with the grammar. Gather the core facts. Then, move to logic. Question those facts, find the connections, and build your understanding. Finally, practice rhetoric. Learn to articulate what you've learned clearly and persuasively. By reviving this ancient path to wisdom, we can reclaim our own minds and cultivate the kind of deep, critical thinking our world desperately needs. It's time to stop just learning facts and start learning how to think.